Welcome to it. You're watching Vibe with Vida. I'm so glad you could join me, and a happy new year to all of you tuned in. I appreciate your viewership. Now, thank you so much for being with me through 2018, and also here we are in 2019. Looking forward to a lot more entertainment on here. Well, a lot more interactions from you guys. That's through the Diamond TV page or my personal page. Whatever way you choose to get in touch with me, of course, we'll get to interact some more. Now, the show goes on through this year, and I'm so excited as we come on with more celebrity features, as we get to look at celebrities' childhoods. Well, we've had so much go on in 2018, and that will continue. Whoever you want to see on the show, just suggest them to me by inboxing us on Diamond TV or my personal page, and I'll definitely bring them out to come and tell us about their childhood. So that continues. And what else continues is the movie ticket giveaways. Why? So that we can interact some more. I like to believe that those who come out to see the movie, we become friends because we get to chat and we get to know each other a little better after the movie experience. So yeah, that continues also. And all you have to do is stay tuned to the show. Well, tune in every Thursday. Well, just keep it Diamond all the time. Lots of giveaways on the channel all through last year. And of course, we continue to do the same in this year. Now, I'm super excited. And as we get to start with the show, we get into, well, the main idea of the show, the main reason for the show are the questions. So that cannot be gotten rid of at any point. No. So I get to advise right here on the show still. Now, speaking of the questions, let's go on our first break. And then when we get back, I get to answer the question.
Hi there, I'm into writing music. I have a few songs that I feel can be big hits if the right people sing on them. How can I be a successful songwriter here? I can't really sing myself, and I would like to be writing for big stars.
It's great to be creative and think of it yourself that you actually can make a living of your creativity. Now, music is something that not everybody can get to write, and if you trust yourself that the lyrics that you get to write can make big hits, well, big up, and I'm sure that we'll get to hear of you one of these days as that big songwriter. You know, whatever like your dream is, even if one thing I must state just right at the start, I like that you're able to admit that you can write and not exactly sing the songs yourself, because there's certain people that want to do it, well, do both writing and singing when they can't really sing. So you get to acknowledge where your strength is, and your strength is in writing, and you'd like to write for other people. Now, how can you do this? It's simply by getting in touch with the big artists that you want. Well, when we further chatted, this person told me, well, they want to write like Vida and Mampi, the big names, you know. Yeah, so you get in touch with them and tell them what you have to offer. And unfortunately, recently, with so many stories of artists stealing other people's work, you'd like maybe to have a few copies and have some way traceable, where if you get in contact with that artist, there's some proof that you did send them, allow them listen to your lyrics or see your lyrics, so that if at any point they choose to go behind your back and not buy that from you, you have proof and you can hold them to their word. That can hold ground anywhere, whether in court or whatever. It's much easier if you have proof that you had tried to reach out to somebody and this person had stolen from you at the end of the day. Now, music is getting bigger each and every day, and it's I wouldn't discourage anybody from entering this industry, even you as a writer. So yeah, try to use social media. I always emphasize that there's power in social media. So if you use social media to reach out to these people, to try to arrange for meetings, because just like any other work, you'd need a proper setup date to meet with somebody and talk to them in person. I believe in talking to people in person, okay. In as much as I might push for social media can only help you get so far. So when you get to talk to them on social media, you can ask to meet in person and say, okay, I have this killer lyrics that I need you to maybe try and jump on. So I need you to have a few, let's meet in person and talk. That way it's easier, even as you pitch something to someone, the confidence is there, you give them your work and it's right there, they get to see, they can bring you on board, you can be that person that they call at any time when they know, okay, for the right song, or they have a vision in their mind of what type of song they would like to put up for their next album or something. You can be someone they go to. I know for sure someone who made it big through writing and made lots of artists through his writing was PJ. So that did well. Writing is a talent which some are lucky enough to have. So you can pursue that by trying to reach to the artists that you want to work on your songs, to sing the lyrics that you have to write for them. It's the way to go. Really, I'll encourage you to do that. So just reach out, and yeah, I can give you some contacts. Of course, I'll have to get permission before I give a contact and give the person reason why you need their number. But yeah, I can help you with that. With the connections, no problem. So let's get into when I was a teen. And my first guest, I'm so excited because she's so bubbly. It's Esther Chungu. Yes, you asked for her and I brought her in right at the start of January, the first show in 2019. Esther Chungu is here.
The very loud one, but very naive as well. So I'd usually just be home, school, church, home. It was a routine actually. So yeah, pretty much that. And I loved making friends and reading as well. So I would make imaginary friends as well. And as much as I read, I would be exposed, to new worlds, and I would be in my head most of the time. That's why I would spend most of my time at home, because I love my own company. Yeah. I've always loved music, so I grew up listening to the likes of Alicia Keys, Beyonce, Chris Brown. I actually was a rapper as well, growing up. So I loved people like, I actually was a follower of Lil Wayne, Busta Rhymes, but yeah. So since when I received Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior, I focused on the CC Winans and the Kirk Franklins of this world. But yeah, I was usually inspired by artists. Funny enough, actually, I'm just realizing it now. Okay, so I really loved dancing. So wherever a party was, I would make sure I'm there. I would make sure I'm organizing, making sure that people are dancing, and yeah, just making friends. I'm a very social person. I'll be shy at some point, but I was a very social person, and it was easy for me to make friends with people. So I'd make sure that I am the mediator and make sure that I connect other people. So I would always love just socializing with people. That was my favorite activity at parties and whatnot. Well, during my childhood days, I had very interesting friends. Most of us just loved, we were quite boring. We liked books and playing hide and seek. And then when I got to the teenage phase, I had friends who loved school as well. Most of us were like in Jets, in Youth Alive, were very interactive at school. I wasn't really exposed to the life that most teenagers are exposed to now. The life of drinking and partying and clubbing. But I was a very boring person, and still in that same phase of boringness, I really loved hanging out together and just joking. I'm a goofball, so I was like the joker of the group. So I'd always make sure people are laughing. Yeah, so mainly it. Yes, I was a prefect in primary school. I was at Eagles Nest Primary School. I was actually with Benas, if you guys know Benas, Mr. B-Man. Yeah, so that was 7th grade. Yes, and I was made, I think, sub-prefect in grade 9, but I didn't make it to be a prefect, yeah, at St. Monica's Girls' School. And yeah, well, in high school, I just got a position in a JA company, a project that we had at school, Material Girls High School. That's the Junior Achievement Company. So you work as a team and have products that you sell to the school. You know, it's like an actual company. So I was the production manager. So I made sure that we had things to sell and whatnot. Yeah. Yes, definitely. I remember in 5th grade, I had a huge crush on my classmate, and he found out, and it was so awkward because he had a crush on somebody else, and it was just become a very messed up situation. Oh, and before that, I had another crush on our neighbor. Okay, his name was Jeremy. I don't know if you ever watched this, but I wrote a letter to him, and then my uncle found it. I tell you guys, it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. But I'm alive. I survived. But yeah, I did have a crush. I was right about 16, turning 17. Yeah. It was an interesting phase of my life because growing up I was actually scared of guys. I was scared of the opposite sex. I would always be with the girls, whatnot. But also I was a tomboy, so I liked hanging out with guys, but not in a romantic way. So I got to like this guy in 12th grade, and then we started dating. It was very weird. Yeah, it was weird, but it was fun. It was fun. All the way to gap year, he dumped me. Yeah, but it was a good experience. Well, sadly, I couldn't have a relationship with my dad because he died when I was 4. But with mom, she's been like my best friend. I would tell her anything and everything. But there was a point when I started hiding some things from her because whatever I told her, she told my cousin, and then I was like, Mom, you're kind of like, breaking my trust. But yeah, we are practically best friends, and I still do tell her a lot of things, even some uncomfortable things. I tell her she's like my mom, she's my dad, she's like everything in one. So we do have a very good relationship, and I'm grateful for that. I love my brothers to death, and we have a very weird relationship, and I say that because we are very independent minded, like all 3 of us. So usually when we're in a place, even like during our teenage days, we'd usually go to shows like the street culture because I would help my friends there. And usually when we're there, we'd be scattered around, we wouldn't really be together. But even through it all, we know how we relate to each other, and we make sure that we have each other's backs, I'm always making sure I'm big sis, making sure that they're set straight. But yeah, we've got a very good relationship, and I'm glad. Well, definitely in terms of spirituality, I have the role to play in terms of letting them know that it's very important to have a relationship with God and to pursue the purpose that He Himself has planted in you. And it helps me stay sober-minded to know that people are watching, and the young generation is listening and watching as well. So it helps me to even work harder. It's not that I'm living a hypocritical life, but the day I chose to do music, gospel music in particular, I chose to live for not only myself but for you guys as well. So I need to set an example that shows moral upstanding and just being a responsible citizen in society and doing what's right. Don't be a perpetrator of crimes and whatnot. So that helps me to stay focused on the bigger picture, and that's to make sure that people feel loved and feel the love of God through the music, and also just have a great, vision over their own lives and to see how they can grow and just make this world a better place. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Whoever thought Esther would like Lil Wayne? I don't know. I always thought that she was into gospel like the whole time, like growing up gospel all the way. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I thought. So surprising to know even the little things of where people come from. Now, moving on with the show, let's get into the movie experience. So here for the movie experience, the very first one for me in 2019, I'm at the cinema with my ticket winner Sandra, who came through with her +1, Walia. Now girls, you're from watching Spider-Man?
Yeah.
How was the movie for you?
It was awesome, it was amazing, like it was just unbelievable. You need to watch it actually.
Okay, now you guys wanted to watch Aquaman.
Yeah, we really wanted to, but unfortunately, we came here a bit late. It's like people really enjoyed, so we just thought of going for Spider-Man, and turned out it was actually perfect.
Okay, so she didn't impose the movie on you. You equally wanted to watch Spider-Man.
No, she asked me. She gave me the board to choose. So I was like, well, the one that we came for is not really on, so let's
might as well
try. Yeah.
No, the thing, I was just telling you guys before we came on.
Yeah.
I was looking at the trailer for this and I'm like, I like the idea of one Spider-Man. And then there's so many, it's almost disappointing. Does it turn out well still with so many Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Like it's so awesome. Like it turned out like everything just works together.
Yeah,
benefit
like there were 5 of them if I'm not mistaken, yeah. But still they turned out to be awesome, perfect, and the way they just, it's just amazing.
It just works well. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Now, I know for sure you watch Diamond TV. What's your favorite show on Diamond TV?
First thing, it's Vibe with Vida, Diamond Connection on the table. Like I watch anything that
You watch off
Diamond,
the table also?
like anything that Diamond throws at me, I watch it.
For real? Great.
Yeah.
Now, do you also watch Diamond TV?
Yeah, I do. When I'm with her, she owns the TV, so
Okay.
yeah, so I was just like, well, let me just try out these people. I'm a cartoon person.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but when I'm with her, I've
You
learned
watch.
I've learned to like Diamond TV. I've watched everything that comes up, just getting to learn and just get interested in you guys.
Oh, great. It's great to have you guys on board and great that you came through to see the movie.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I could give you a ticket to see Aquaman. I know you have to be nice to me for that. You have to be nice to me.
Yeah,
For sure,
right now.
Very nice to you.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, this has been the movie experience with Sandra and Wally. I'll see you on the other side. The ticket giveaways continue. So, what do you need to do? You're already doing your bits. So just keep interacting with us. You know the details, which are at Diamond TV Zambia. That's where you get to reach me on my personal page. Though I like to receive the messages through Diamond TV. It's quicker that way. We get to respond faster when you reach through Diamond TV. Now, so let's move on and get into the last question.
Big Sis, can I talk to you? I got into my first relationship not long ago and things are going okay. Very well actually. But I've been thinking about it a lot because me and my boyfriend don't fight. My only sister was telling me that since me and my boyfriend don't argue, then one of us is being fake and the day we fight is the day it will be over. Is she right?
You know, one thing I've learned in life, you always attract what you give out. So if you're expecting to meet problems, you definitely meet problems. You are doing just fine in your relationship. You don't need to think of the negative side of things. Of course, I understand where people are coming from. Most people say, well, if you don't argue with the person, then you're not being 100% real. But that should not mean that you start looking for faults or looking to fight with someone. You're just fine. Enjoy that moment. Don't listen to what's being said. It's not every relationship relationship that people fight all the time or have to have big arguments and go on breaks and whatever. There's certain people, maybe it's a smooth sell for you. This is a person who's compatible with you. You don't have to think about it too much. Otherwise, if you start to think about it too much and paying attention to what your own sister has to say, it will, as it's already getting into your mind, it could cause problems in your relationship. Just enjoy where you are. No, you know you're not being fake. Trust that the other person is not being fake. If they were being fake, you would have found out already. Well, because even if it's a new relationship, there's always this, when a person is being fake, you can tell. And when they're lying to you, you can tell. From the start, you get to know how to, when someone is misleading you, you get to see these little things. So if they're not there already, you enjoy the moment. Just be in the moment. Don't listen to the negativity, or else it will follow you. It will come right there knocking because you asked for it. Enjoy being in the relationship. Just allow good things flow. Believe that you're lucky enough to have a flawless relationship, and maybe it would be that way. Not all of us have to fight all the time. Yeah, you found the perfect partner. So what? Your sister needs to. And just watch you enjoy your relationship. Oh my, so coming to the end of the show right now, I'm so glad you could join me. Thank you for tuning into Vibe with Vida this very happy new year. I'm so excited about 2019. It feels so fresh. Like lots of good things that are going to happen this year, isn't it? A lot. So stay interactive with me through our social media, you know, so scrolling on the screen as the show went on. I'll see you again next week because I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here with you. We'll keep interacting and become friends. You get chatting with them, everybody's favorite big sister, I like to call myself. So yeah, from me, it's a bye. Remember to keep it diamond always, and I'll see you again next week.